Good day, friends. This is Eve from the Empty Nester. I'm going to check on my garden today and see what's happening, and it looks like more issues. Something is pulling the leaves off the pepper plants. That one now has 0 leaves and has bit the stalk down. It's either deer, rabbit, or insect. And the leaves are kind of turning yellow from all the rain that we've had. And it turned out, we were in what was like extreme summer temperatures, and now it was like 52 yesterday, and we might get 56 tomorrow. I'm going to sprinkle some Epsom salts on the ground. That should add some magnesium and maybe bring some of the color back into them. But I read about blood meal that, not only does it give nitrogen to the plants, it can run off. Here's the top that was taken off. So whatever happened didn't eat it on that plant. This one has 1 leaf left. I don't see any signs of possible insects. So I'm not sure if I should build. My mom told me about taking chicken wire and building cages around the plants. And I was thinking a deer fence, but that could keep away rabbits and deers. But it's I forgot what they're called, like a cutworm or something. That won't help, get rid of the cutworm. So we're going to look at the tomatoes. This one's still here, and didn't mean to get salt on it. Don't have really any of the seeds. I only have maybe 7 out of 11 plants, and then there's green. I planted seeds for basil and nasturtiums to help ward off some insects, but I don't see any of them coming up yet. And my watermelon is hanging in there. On this side, it looks like 1 plant left. 1 tomato on this side and 1 watermelon. This side, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 4 tomatoes and no watermelons, so I'm down to 6 plants. And another stem right there. That tomato looks pretty good, but with all this rain, oops, something's chewing on it right there. It's abundance of rain. Lots of holes in this one. Put some more straw around it. Keep it from touching the ground. but I don't want to put too much because I've put seeds on too. It's always, you know, something new. In St. Louis, I really never had any garden issues, and down here, it's issue after issue after issue. That's why I'm trying this way and that way and every way. I was really hoping that the straw bale garden, you know, the no-dig, it was way easier to do this way, would work, because the ground is raised here where water can just seep over into this, and the straw can retain, you know, some of the moisture too for when it needs it. So it's kind of like the straw's acting like a sponge, but this is my first attempt at doing it this way, so everything's an experiment, and we'll wait and see what happens. Let's look closer at this one. It has, you know, just a little damage right there, and a few little bites. I've got more than half of the plant under the ground. That's why they kind of look like babies, where, you know, they're, hi Reba, they're actually bigger than what they are. They're going to have a really good root system. Let's go over and check on the rest of the garden. You coming in, Reba? Come on. It's kind of baby bird season, so the cats can get attacked by the birds anytime. And Silk's been stealing them, trying to get me to feed them. This area here normally has running water, and when it rains, it's extremely, you know, flood prone. And then we have all these little moles here, you know, and there's crawdad houses in there too. But this is definitely a mole. And we'll just give it a little squish. Come in, Reba. The honeysuckles are blooming. Some of the mulberry trees not going to make it this year. That's not good. But you can see berries already starting to form. Can't wait. I really like mulberries. Looks like all the baby birds are out of the bucket from me putting them in there yesterday. So that's good news. And there's the broccoli. I'll just sprinkle a little. And these are Jerusalem artichokes, or sunchokes I ordered, and I got to get them in the ground. I ordered 10 plants. I put them in the wheelbarrow with some composted soil, and I think, what was it? Maybe mushroom compost mixed in with it. They're doing really good. They've already grown a couple inches in less than 2 days, maybe an inch a day. I've already got beans growing in this one, and some of the other things are starting to sprout. And that looks great. Sprinkle a little Epsom sauce here and there. Not much. You helping me garden today, Reba? The potatoes look good. The broccoli. Not broccoli. Yeah, no, this is cabbage. Green cabbage and red cabbage. The potatoes are actually doing good with all this moisture in this raised bed. I'm kind of wishing I would have put one of the tomato plants in here. But I did plant some seed in that bed and may get some tomatoes growing, you know, from seed here. It's just full. This is my salad greens. It's like carrots and lettuce and onions, some beans, and some tomatoes and marigolds. And I should have some nasturtium in both of these beds coming up shortly. The onions may not come up in that bed. Just a few. Where last year these guys wintered over and they were hit with cold and frost, and I was really worried that they weren't going to make it, but it looks like they are going to bulb up. I'm amazed. And some of them, right here, this one's going to seed, and I'll be able to collect seeds to plant more onions. They probably won't be that good for eating, you know, unless you eat them right away. I know you can't store them. This bed's got a little bit of sprouting going on. It's got kohlrabi and some beans, and I'm not sure, you know, one of these beds, I have to look at my list. That's what happens when I don't mark, but I write it down in a notebook. I have to use my memory, which is not that good. There's kohlrabi and kale and cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, spinach, and then over here I planted some watermelons and chooks and cantaloupe seeds. I think it was sugar baby. And there's yellow and both apple and lemon and apple chooks. They're like a cucumber. They're an Australian crop. And then another, I think Minnesota midget, you know, back in this area. And I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with my 5-gallon buckets. Tomatoes didn't do very well, you know, hanging upside down in them. So I'm thinking about drilling holes in the side and see if I can grow something sideways. And I got a Black & Decker Gator to try out, but it's been too wet. It's an electric, kind of like chainsaw, but it's like scissors to cut these guys out. And can't get that out here till it gets dry. The blackberries, the little white flowers that you see, are sprouting everywhere. Blackberries grow by runners and are extremely invasive and almost impossible to get rid of once you have them. But my irises are, most of them are surviving the storms. The fern-like plant there is tansy, and this is a rose bush that's going to be blooming shortly. More honeysuckle and irises that are drooped. And there's another blackberry that's crept in. This guy. These are beautiful yellow irises. And then rose bush over there. hostas here and there, and I have a million weeds that I have to get rid of. But kind of hard to do with all this rain. And then this grass, hubby bought a spade and claims he's going to help try to get it out. This is one massive root ball mess in there, killing pretty much everything in its path. More hostas. But that'll be the end of our tour today. Y'all have a great day. Thanks for watching. I say bye, Reba.